It is here where transsexuals, transvestites, and transgender folks find refuge and even a family. It is important to highlight how many places such as this home, exclusively managed by trans activists, help to rescue the self-esteem of who is a constant target of prejudice and rejection, especially transvestites, who in most cases are thrown out of their houses once they reveal their gender identity. Casa Nem is where the minimum rights can be assured and where a lot of people find reasons to move on with a smile on their faces. It is where the freedom of being who you are is respected, admired, and applauded. Through courses, workshops, debates, parties, and shows, the space empowers the LGBTIA+ in situations of social vulnerability and serves as an inspiration for the world. The space offers activities focused in the autonomy and culture, such as Prepara Nem, a course that's pre-ENEM. It's something, an exam like the SATs or the Abitur here in Germany. The idea started in 2016, and now it's reaching new horizons in Rio. The Cozinha Nem, Cook Nem, a project that promotes trainings of cooking assistancy for transvestites, women, and trans men, has graduated students in the course of Kitchen and Voice, idealized by Paola Carosella. The other one is Costura Nem, Sew Nem, a course of cutting and sewing that prepares the sheltered folks for the manufacturing of exclusive pieces from Casa Nem. The initiatives are part of a broader strategy to promote opportunities that enable everyone to have access to a productive job in conditions of freedom, equity, safety, and dignity. The foundation of Casa Nem started in 2016, initially to meet the needs of ENEM in the pre-vestibular, the main exam to get into a college in Brazil, with the project Prepara Nem, aimed to transvestites. According to Indianara Siqueira, who conceived the project, as many of their students had a housing issue, the actions needed to be expanded. Indianara said, some of the students were in a shelter in precarious conditions, others were suffering violence from their own families. Today, we are a non-governmental institution, ovo-lacto-vegan, occupying a seventh-floor building in Copacabana in Rio, sheltering around 60 LGBTQIA+, and supporting over 20 transvestites outside of the house. On the afternoon of the 16th of July, gunmen claimed to be police officers tried to break into the Stonewall Inn Casa Nem occupation in Copacabana, asking which political party is supporting the house and making threats. Because Casa Nem has been constantly in the out Bolsonaro protests, screaming, not them, out with Bolsonaro, out with Guedes, the Ministry of the Economy, and Mourão, the Vice President. One of them has made LGBTQ-phobic threats, saying, this is why we need to kill those fucks. Every night, there's a patrol car in front of the building. The eviction during the pandemic is an attack from the president of the Court of Justice because his mother lives on that street. And both of them are LGBTQ-phobic. He had to apologize in 2009 because of LGBTQ-phobic declarations and decreed the confiscation of books with LGBTQ plus kisses in the biannual book festival last year that culminated in the protests. We still don't know where we are going to take the more than 50 sheltered people and the 120 externally supported people by the house since 2016. In this moment of the pandemic, we managed to distribute 45,000 kilos of food and 10,000 masks to the population in Rio through the logistic support of the Special Coordinator of Sexual Diversity and the Social Assistance Council Department. Rio City Hall has always worked together with public agencies that resort to Casa Nem to shelter people. We also work together with the Guardianship Council by sheltering children with their mothers who were victims of violence, as well as teenagers that were kicked out of their own homes. Costura Nem, the atelier of tailoring and sewing, managed to distribute 130 euros for 50 LGBTQIA+ folks to produce masks with financing from Caritas and the Public Ministry of Work. Distributed production to two institutions, Capacitrans RJ, Andrea Brazil, and Ecomodas, Emporio Almir, France, so they can continue producing and generating income through solidarity economy. Every Monday and Thursday, there's the vegan meal distribution, clothes and water to the folks living in the streets, as well as food to the pets of those folks and other animals that we help. Through a calling from Casa Nem, the Brazilian network of LGBTQIA emerged, multiplying those actions across Brazil. Our provision of services is not clandestine because we act together with the Public Defender's Office in Rio de Janeiro through New Diverses and in partnership with the research facility Fiocruz that has always supported us. It's true, I actually got my name changed by them. Thank you, Fiocruz. Prepara Nem and Casa Nem are projects from the NGO Grupo Transrevolução, which is properly registered. We are revitalizing and building a building that was abandoned for over 10 years, and we're assigning a social function to it by providing essential services to the population during the crisis caused by COVID. We found a collection of art pieces, including Mummy, that we handed over to the IFAN, the National Museum, and the Federal Police, whom we requested to come and take the collection safely. Casa Nem, during this pandemic and the crisis that Brazil is undergoing, needs more than ever the protection of public authority and not attacks through a justice that is shut to the rights of the LGBTQIA people and other vulnerable people. We need a social mobilization that protects us in this moment. So we can continue to help and support. Please donate.